Hello there, Pisces. Welcome to your January 2018 love reading. And I feel like the opportunities, the choices, the options in love and relationship and dating for you guys will be plentiful this month. So it's a matter of you doing right by the other people. And it's also a matter of you trying to do the right thing, okay? Because we want to start the year on a good footing. We want to be able to, set an example and set a solid foundation for us for the rest of 2018. If it starts out having a lot of relationship issues, then, you don't want to carry that into the rest of this year. So it's a really good time to really take stock of what we have, where we're trying to go, where we're headed, and, to make sure that we try to do the right thing by our partners or just do the right thing by other people, okay? I feel like, once again, that energy about offers and counter offers, it's almost like somebody giving you an ultimatum. It's almost like you giving somebody an ultimatum as well, where it's like, are you going to leave your relationship partner or are you going to be with me? Okay. And someone might be likewise telling you, are you going to leave your relationship partner to be with me, or are you going to stay with your relationship partner? So I feel like there might be a lot of third-party interference in this relationship that you're in right now. And I also feel like, this need for you to really try to do the right thing. And doing the right thing basically means, how do we want to treat others? And how does that reflect, in terms of like, how do we show love to another person? I'm doing a poor job explaining here. So let me just talk about the cards and maybe that'll help the situation, okay? First of all, third-party interference. It's printed all over the spread. I have here the Three of Pentacles as well as the Three of Cups. So this is a card about gossip, having to hide certain things, clandestine relationships where one person is involved in another relationship, or you are involved in another relationship and stepping out on your relationship. This can also indicate some type of a workplace romance where there is workplace attraction, or there are situations where you might have gotten involved with you might have gotten involved with somebody in the work front and they're not letting you go. Okay, so I feel like there's gossip, there is chaos, there's a lot of anxieties, a lot of worries about this situation. And what it denotes to me as well is there's a lot of fears from your end, fears about partners finding out, fears of getting hurt, fears of getting betrayed, and fears of like things coming to light. I feel for many of you, you're at a point where you have a new start with your partner. Things are going really well with your partner. You both are on the same page. You have overcome a lot of obstacles to be together. And so things are good right now with the current relationship. So you don't want this baggage from the past, this indiscretion from the past to resurface and ruin what you have right now. And I'm also feeling as well, for many of you, that mistake from the past, it was a poor lapse in judgment, okay? It's something that you were fantasizing about and dreaming about, and you needed to get it out of your system. You needed to know what it feels like. And after having experienced it, you just realize it wasn't the right thing for me. Why did I do that? Why did I put myself in that situation? And with the Seven of Cups, it's almost like lesson learned. Whatever we fantasized about, now that we have it, it's not all it's cracked up to be. We've learned from it. We gave it too much power over us. And right now we're starting to see the true nature of a specific person. We are also starting to see as well our true nature, what we thought we wanted versus what we truly wanted. And I'm sensing for many of you, you're trying to get a new start in your life here, your love life. This is the Judgment card. When it's in the reverse position, it basically means, having to resolve existing issues before you can move forward. Having to scrap away partners and, toxic energies, and having to vow to yourself that you're going to do things differently so that you can have a new start. And I feel like whatever you're trying to move ahead with, the other person needs to be on board. The other person needs to give their green light, and they need to give their okay before you can cleanly extract yourself, before they will let you go, and before you can have this new lease on life in your own life, okay? So I feel like for those of you who have recently broken up from relationship partner, I don't feel it was a clean breakup. I feel like there's still legal issues involved here. And I'm also sensing as well, if you have a relationship and you're trying to move things ahead, it's still very problematic. Both people are not on the same page. And you might realize that you want to be with this person and you're trying your hard to, give it your all and give it 100%. But there's still lingering trust issues here from the past that they're kind of dangling over your head because they still harbor resentment and they're still not able to let that go 100%. So there are a lot of blur boundaries that I feel happening here. And blur boundaries basically means, are we going to drag up things from the past every time we get in an argument? Or are we willing to let bygones be bygones? You're dealing with somebody that, every time they're mad at you, they dig up something from the past. Or you're with somebody, every time you're mad at them, you dig up things from the past. Oh yeah, but you did this, like 5 months ago. And if there has been trust issues or infidelity, that is used as leverage every time the two of you have an argument. And that's not really fair. So you have to work through these issues in order to rise above it, in order to have a clean start. Because you're sweeping things under the rug, you're not talking about them, you're not resolving them. And then every time you two get in a fight, things get dragged up from the past and kind of waved over the person who's, at fault. So there's a lot of pettiness here, is what I'm feeling. And for people in relationships, you're dealing with somebody who you care about. I definitely feel that. There are a lot of water energies here, especially here with this 7 of Cups. It's almost like seeing the reality of a situation, no longer being idealistic, no longer fantasizing, but really having this deep-rooted sense of knowing, I know what's important to me. I know who I want to be with. So it's just a matter of doing damage control and trying to get ourselves back on the same page. But it's difficult because the other person needs to, you need their consent. And so what's happening here, we have the 3 of Wands. And the 3 of Wands is like waiting for that big break, waiting for that opportunity to come through. But it's not available, okay? It's not available for you. If you are still, if you were dealing with somebody that had another partner, another relationship, I feel like you're waiting for some closure from them. You're waiting for them to come back as well. And I can assure you, you need to let this relationship go, okay? Because you have a new spark of energy coming through. This is new attraction, new people. New home, new changing environment. So if you are relocating, I feel like the odds of you meeting new people is on the table, but you're still very hung up on the past. So let this be, your advice, Pisces. It's a new year. It's a new beginning. You're keeping yourself very stuck in a situation that you don't have that much control over, okay? It's like third-party interference. Nothing is going to come from it. Okay, you're not getting your new beginnings here in this third-party situation. The other person, I don't feel like they're going to leave their family. Okay, they're not going to leave their wife. They're not going to leave their family. Mainly because I feel like it's going to be a huge financial burden for them if they decide to leave. And the bottom line here is that it's not, this is not somebody that's on your life cycle, okay? So if you can turn your back away from this, you have new sparks of energy coming through, new attractions. And I have here, for those who are single, I have an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I also have as well, we have a water sign. And I feel like there's multiple water signs, but I'm feeling a very strong Cancer. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, okay? With this earth sign, once again, this is somebody that you can, have a lot of attraction towards. but I feel like they're looking for somebody who's a little bit more grounded. So if they're talking to you and you're kind of like spacey and you're still like dreaming and fantasizing about the past and you're not emotionally present on the date with them, they're going to look elsewhere. So I feel like they're very discerning and they're very picky about who they date and who they spend their time with. So if it feels to them like you're still caught up with an ex or you're still ruminating over an ex, they're going to sense that and they're not going to be around for long, okay? So be conscious about how present you are when you're on a date or when you're meeting new people. And I'm also feeling as well with this Chariot card. This is a card about, self-sacrifice and also self-discipline, okay? Needing to discipline yourself so you can move ahead, so that you can achieve greatness, so that you can achieve a lot of success and victory. So I feel for many of you, there is a relationship here that you're still trying to work at, and the other person could be, an earth sign here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They're kind of like on their way out. I mean, I feel like it can still be repaired, but it requires a lot of work. And in certain cases, taking a trip together so that you can revamp or re-inject passion into the relationship, that can also work. But I feel like if it's something that you're doing wrong or you have done wrong in the past, they're going to need a grand gesture from you. They're going to need something solid, something concrete in order for them to trust you again. Okay, so we have to do that in order to move the relationship along. Okay, so I hope the reading has been helpful for you, Pisces. And for those who are single, I feel like you have new opportunities for dating, but I feel like you need to the person you're dealing with, they're quite picky about who they date. So you need to kind of like keep your, constantly be on your feet to entertain them and to, show how witty, how smart you are, how charming you are. Because this person is like, they don't settle for less, and they want somebody who's very, very dynamic. It's like they're looking for Mr. or Mrs. Perfect. And so in order to get their attention, you're going to have to be extra bubbly, extra friendly, extra witty. So you're going to have to take that extra step, but you are going to have a lot of success, okay? Because you are going to stand out in their eyes, okay? So that's for singles. So I hope the reading has been helpful. I'll be back for the mid-month reading. Take care of yourself, Pisces. Bye-bye.